Hi, I'm Doug Wren with Junk King Salt Lake, and most recently Junk King Utah County and Junk King Ogden. I have a unique perspective on what stands out for the Junk King business model because we looked at probably 8 different franchises through someone who really knows franchises. And they said to me, Doug, I know you're not going to look at this one. You're not going to take it seriously, but I want you to look at it. And thankfully he did say that to me, because when we really did look into Junk King, the first thing that stood out to me was the leadership. They had legit leadership. Like it was obvious from day one. Number 2, it felt like a family. Like they actually cared. It was authentic. And I think leadership and community, those were the things that jumped out at me the most. We could talk about money and the economics of it, but if I was being honest, it would be those 2 things. Yeah, so do you know, we went down the road pretty far with a national pizza company. And we thought, when Tim and I looked at it, we said, look, our brother his whole entire career has been on service, on building teams in New Zealand with alarm systems or financial companies. So it was definitely more in the service, and we realized, like, would we want to do that? And it was just when we came to Junk King, it was like, it just fell into place. I can't even, it's hard for me to say, even when I talk to prospective franchisees of Junk King, to say, you know, what else have you looked at? I always want to know, what else have you looked at? Because it may not be for everyone, but I listen, good leadership, community, family, it feels good, it feels right. And to me, I think Junk King is just, I don't know, it felt right, for sure. We didn't want to expand. We came into this, as I said, we thought we were buying a job for our brother, and we would walk away. We were gonna back him, and that's what brothers do. That's what family does. We back you, then you figure it out. When we got into it, I came back from San Francisco, and I called up my brother Tim, and I said, we have a real business here. I said, this is not something that is going to be put our money down and walk away. I said, this is a real business. And it was at that point that we sat down and we started looking at the numbers, and we said, we don't want to own one. It went from getting Luke a job to saying, if you don't do this right, we are firing you. Like, I mean, it was that serious, that it was, the opportunity with Junk King for us is really about scaling and really growing this as a real business. And Tim and I, we just got so excited, and maybe because, you know, I'm on my full-time gig, luxury travel, and he's doing, you know, with global business, and then we found this amazing, like, niche in this just junk removal. Like, who does that? And we both got on the trucks. We both saw how it worked. We saw the upside on it financially, the growth potential of it, and we said we should not be owning one. We actually put a plan together to own 9 to 10. That's a lot. I mean, that's a real business. So we said it went from, you know, buying the job to owning a business to making it a real business. And when I say a real business, you know, multi-million-dollar business. For me, the biggest thing that they were able to give us was the vision. And I think we have, you know, we have marketing, we have, I mean, Junk King provides that, right? Like, gives guidance on marketing. Their platform, the platform that we're on, is ridiculous. I share this with franchisors, friends of mine that own franchisors, that own companies, and they can't believe it. Our heat map, like, it's very sophisticated. I feel like it just gives so much information. We're so far ahead of everyone else, in my opinion. And yeah, I guess that would answer it. I was going to go a different direction, but I think that's it. One of the things that I did during our first year is I took a board of advisors / friends, or whatever we want to call them, some real business guys, and I took them to Cincinnati. I took them to Denver. I took them to the places where Junk King was really prospering, where they have a legit business, multi-million-dollar business. We went out there and we interviewed the owners. We went and spent a day with them in their locations. And it was so helpful to learn the differences and how we could grow just as they are. What I didn't realize was the potential of community with the business. And so now with The Road Home, Habitat for Humanity, Catholic Diocese, the Other Side Academy, there's an opportunity with almost every organization, and you really, we had to focus a little bit more. Boys and Girls Club, what do you need? Now it's a phone call of what do you need? And we look for it. If they need it, we can find it.